Hey there, welcome to my channel. This is Erica from Highland Hickory Designs, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create your own chart for tapestry crochet. Some things that you're going to need are graph paper, some colored pencils or regular pencil, and if you don't have those you could use markers or different colored ink pens, but I find that the colored pencils work best. You need a ruler, and sometimes you might need scissors to cut your chart down to size. Okay, so when we're dealing with tapestry crochet, it's going to be just like when you have a regular chart printed out. Each block indicates one single crochet stitch. So when you have your graph paper, each block will be one stitch. It's one single crochet stitch. Okay, so when you have a design in mind, it's nice to use a pencil that you can erase with, and you begin drawing the lines for the design that you have around the perimeter of the picture. But if you're not ready to do it that way, you could color it in block by block until you were satisfied with the shape. You could also use the colored pencils if you prefer, because some of them are you can erase and they might show up a little bit better on your grid lines. Okay, so once you have your design all figured out, you would just simply color in all the blocks that would be that specific color. If you were maybe changing colors for the next row, you would just indicate that with a different set of colors. And I've already cheated, so I did it already. Here you go, here's the design. You can see I have everything colored in the different colors. And you would need to create the edge of your design. I just used pencil for that and a ruler. And one tip that I've noticed to make it easier on yourself, it's always nice to have the same color on the very last perimeter row around the entire design, because changing colors at the end of rows is pretty much a pain. Okay, so once you've got your design figured out, you need to decide which direction you're going to be working from. So we know tapestry crochet is working back and forth in rows, single rows. You can start from any side of your pattern that you desire. It does not matter at all, as long as you keep track of which direction you're moving in. Some people like to start from the bottom, some like to start from the sides. It doesn't matter. But for this example, we're going to start at the top and work our way down to the bottom. You don't have to do this, but you can mark each row and every other row, which will help you keep track of where you're beginning your rows at. For instance, row 1 would start on this side and you'd work in this direction. Row 2 would start here and work in this direction. Row 3 here, and so forth. But where the number is would indicate the beginning of your rows. So that kind of helps you keep track if you don't want to draw on your chart. If you want, you can use arrows. Say row 6 would be going to the left. Row 7 would be going to the right. And back and forth. And that helps you keep track. It's really up to you, whatever you prefer, but I recommend that you at least mark down where you left off if you have to stop for any reason and come back to your project later, so that you're not having to sit there and count the number of rows to where you need to be to get started the next time you can sit down to crochet. If you're interested in this design, it wouldn't make a very good blanket. It's only 31 squares across, which would make it maybe this wide. But it would make a nice dishcloth maybe. And you can use it for practice. The PDF is going to be on my blog post. The link will be in the description below, and you can print this out and try it. I have a better chart, not a handwritten chart, but you can print this out and practice. And if you want more detail on how to do the rows and how to get started, please check out my video on how to change colors and carry yarn. The link for that will also be in the description box below. If you have any questions on anything that was not covered, just go ahead and leave those questions in the comments section below, and I will get to those as soon as I can. And that's it. That is how you create your own chart for a tapestry crochet project. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.